Jamal Crawford, who comes off of the bench for the Clippers, is the second leading scorer on the team, averaging 16.6 points a game. One of the #1 ways that he frees himself up to score so prolifically is by using a deadly crossover. That move, he says, can even be a bit dangerous.
Have I ever sprained anyone's ankles? I think I have sprained a couple ankles when I was younger, especially in high school. I sprained some ankles and didn't mean to. I was just trying to be creative with my dribble, but that's what ended up happening. I think the crossover is so effective because you can use it with either hand. You can go either way with it. A lot of people don't want to be crossed over, so sometimes you set it up just by doing a regular straight line drive, and that sets up the crossover for later on in the game. My best friend in the world, he told me that last year, I think. He's like, there's something you do that I can't explain to anybody. I was like, what's that? He's like, the way you dribble. He's like, I've never seen you practice it. And I didn't realize it, that it was, that rare or whatever. But for me, I've always had a ball in my hands ever since I was smaller. And for going down the street in the rain, the snow, I always had a ball when I was younger. And I think that's what's made me a pretty good dribbler, is the fact that I've always had a ball. I've never done the cone drills or, hit a chair, do a spin move, hit a chair, go right to left. I've never done that. And I think that's what keeps defenders off balance, because it doesn't look like it's a drill. It doesn't look robotic. It just looks like it's kind of free-flowing. And I'm just using whatever they're doing against them.
Jamal, a former Sixth Man of the Year, said that there are a few main crossover moves that he uses, including the hesitation, the hang dribble, a right-to-left move, a left-to-right move, and something that he calls the shake and bake.
Okay, so the hesitation dribble is basically using the dribble through your legs, stutter stepping, and just giving some type of pause, either going left to right or right to left before you do a move. The hang dribble is going to come down and you pause a little bit because you're hanging it out there and you're kind of holding it there, and you can go right or left, or you can cross over. It keeps defenders off balance because they don't know what you're going to do. Right to left, because you're starting in your right and you're ending your left hand. And then just opposite, come down, left, right. You're starting your left hand and then your right, so it's left to right. So you can go either way. Shake and bake, I made it when I was 16 on accident. It's really an extended version, but the short version is coming down through the legs, behind the back. I think I realized I was so good at the crossover when I was 15 to 16. That's when I realized I could really use it as a weapon. Before that, I was just dribbling really without a purpose. But once I saw that it was effective, I saw I can keep it in my game. I go back and check a lot of film, and watching 3, 4, 5 years ago, seeing what moves I was doing then and how I can implement in my game now. Because you kind of evolve usually, and you don't get a chance to do what you've been doing. So luckily we have tape, and I can go back and look. And I use and steal some of those moves I was doing then and put it in my game now. It feels really good to do a crossover and lose a defender. But what I'm thinking after I do the crossover is I got to complete the play, whether it's with a pass or a shot or some type of finish. I don't want to do a really, really nice move and then not complete it because it was worthless at that point.
Oh, shit. That's it. I'm done.